Growing up, I used to watch VCDs and DVDs. And yeah, it's one of those all-in-one CDs with one of those amazing covers that you see in some stores. I'm pretty sure one of you remembers that. It is pirated and all, but at the time the internet barely existed in my hometown. And it wasn't the richest city in the world, so we make do, and I really didn't know any better during that time. I don't know how the manufacturers make these compilations, but recently I saw this poster on, or the picture of the movie Dead Girl, and a strange sense of nostalgia rushed through my veins because I know it's one of those DVD covers I have seen. So I decided to watch it, and oh boy, did I miss out. And this is coming from someone who's a fan of one of these banned, disturbing movies that you see on TikTok or on the internet, which I'm kind of surprised that it's already getting popular.
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
So it made me want to make this video and probably start a series like reviewing this type of movies. I always wanted to do this for the longest time. Dead Girl is a 2008 American horror film directed by Marcel Sarmiento and Gadi Harrell. Forgive me if I pronounce that names wrong. The movie tells the story of two high school friends, Ricky and JT, who discovers a naked chained up woman in an abandoned hospital. As they try to figure out on what to do, they realize that the woman cannot die. So the movie explores themes of sexual desire, male friendship, and the power dynamics that can rise when one person is in control of another. It's been called a commentary on the commodification of women and the dangerous consequences of toxic masculinity, as some would say. Well, the movie has been criticized for its controversial subject matter and the way in which it handles sensitive themes. The movie's depiction of sexual violence and exploitation has been called problematic, and some have argued that it reinforces harmful stereotypes and reinforces a harmful power dynamic. In terms of plot, it was a bit of slow-paced and predictable at some point. I mean, it is an early 2000s horror film, which the movie also raises more questions than it answers, which can be frustrating for some viewers. There were also a few generic, unnecessary jump scares that happens throughout the film, and I'm not really a fan of those. However, there were some brilliant shots and, quick shots, as I would say, on some of the graphic scenes shown, and I kind of like that type of transition. The cinematography is fair, creating a tense of eerie atmosphere throughout the film. The use of shadows and lighting helps to build a sense of unease, while the use of color is limited and serves to emphasize the bleak and decaying environment in which the story takes place. However, it does look like a school project sometimes, from time to time at least, with some shots. And with a movie like Dead Girl from the early 2000s, there were like other movies that was well received than this one. But as its own product, I think it looks fair. I mean, it's still watchable. It's not to the point where it becomes like way too ugly. The characters in Dead Girl are a bit complex and well acted. Particularly considering the very challenged subject matter, the two main characters, Ricky and JT, are portrayed as flawed and imperfect, which makes their actions and decisions all the more impactful and believable. JT is like the type of friend where he likes to, pushes the boundaries and, comes up with great ideas, while the protagonist, obviously Ricky, this really good looking character for a teenager who gets bullied, by the way, is the one who's trying to make the sense out of the craziest things that are happening. Their interactions with each other and with the Dead Girl are particularly noteworthy, since they showcase the range of emotions and motivations that drive the characters, although there were some questionable ones and some stupid decisions, but well acted in my opinion. After all, this is a movie about teenagers by the way, finding a naked undead woman. Oh, who knows what they're gonna do. Speaking of which, the performance of the actress who portrays the Dead Girl was phenomenal. She conveys a range of emotions without the ability to speak or move freely, Her body language and facial expressions are used effectively to communicate her terror, desperation, and the profound sadness of her situation. Her makeup and design, together with her performance, makes it uneasy and impactful to witness. Overall, the performances from the cast helps bring the characters and story to life, making Deadgirl a compelling and thought-provoking film, despite its very questionable theme and plot. The characters are flawed, complex, and memorable, and their interactions with each other drive the story forward and added more depth to the film's, themes. Even though that I'm not a fan of illogical or stupid decisions made by characters, it's understandable considering the theme of this movie and its running plot. It's like similar to All of Us Are Dead, when the people are like complaining on how the characters are dumb and all, but people seem to forget that these characters are like high schoolers, barely teenagers, so they often do dumb decisions. It's not like every time like a character needs to be like smart or vigilant at all times. It's kind of like it's not an action movie. For those who are willing to engage with the film's challenging content and accept its limitations or flaws, Deadgirl still offers a unique and thought-provoking experience. In conclusion, it is a disturbing movie that uses the conventions of horror genre to address important, social issues. It's a film that requires careful consideration and open-mindedness, but it also offers unique and thought-provoking experience, once again, for those willing to engage with it. That's pretty much it, really. I mean, I was kind of surprised where it's really messed up. I thought it would just be like I spit on your grave type of vengeance type of video, but it was actually very different. Out of 10, I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10. 7 is fine. I think it's pretty fair. And I hope you guys enjoy this, like a sort of reviews. I hope you enjoyed this kind of video. Do let me know in the comments if you want more. I'll see you guys later.